Welcome back, everybody, to the Quit Playing Podcast. It's your boy Clay and Brensky.
Hi. You didn't expect that when I told you that was going to be the intro, huh?
Dude,
I knew what I was going to do.
I thought you were going to do something like something.
No.
Not just straight up, hi.
I thought, a simple hi would bring us back into it.
I like it, yeah. I like it. Simple hi. And ladies and gentlemen,
Just the simplicity of it.
Yeah, nice little simple, crispy. Hi. And
Simple greeting.
oh fuck, there's a cat in my room. Anyways, we're gonna keep going. This is podcast episode 7. And wow, y'all have either been patient or just not there. So
That's only been 2 years.
yeah, only 2. Listen, a thing called COVID happened. That's crazy. When we came back, we were like, we've been gone, and now there's Corona. And
We did a podcast during the fucking pandemic, and that shit is still pretty much the same.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Everything is the same as it was then, pretty much.
We're just allowed outside now.
Yeah, less quarantines and restrictions.
Yeah, which is actually pretty insane if you think about it. The gamers were fucking winning when lockdown happened.
the gamers were thriving. They said, "What? You want nothing to change? We got it."
You want us to stay inside?
That's fair enough.
Mountain Dew and fucking
You do the
Doritos,
same
baby.
thing I've been doing. Yeah.
Say
Got the
less.
dust fingers on everybody in the fucking quarantine.
It's crazy to me how people are like freaked out. They're like, "What do I do all day?" I'm like, "Fucking shitters. I'm chilling." Like, what do you mean? What do you do all day? You just live, bro.
Like, shit, enjoy it, bro. What the fuck do you mean?
For real. Like, you really want to be at
Just
work right
chill.
now? I know.
Watch some Netflix.
I know G-Man enjoyed it. That man was playing Warzone every day. I'm talking about every day.
Oh, yeah,
he was like,
vibing.
"We playing Warzone? We playing Warzone?" He's like, "Hey, squad up, baby. We playing." I'm like, "Go crazy, man. Get some wins." Oh, man. I low-key wish we could go back to lockdown. I'm not going to lie. It's, like, I guess from a selfish point of view, because, like, that man looked actually so happy. Just, like, playing video games, like, all day. I was just like, look at this man. He is a child right here just grinding.
100%.
And
I think a lot of people were happy, but then there was also a lot of people that are like, "Dude, this is so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
This is so dumb, man. Let me out of here."
Like, they're
And I was
freaking
like,
out.
"Bro,
Like,
you're not in prison. You're in your own home."
like,
Like, damn, you don't like it here?
for real, like, some people are just freaking out. It's like, dude, you have a yard. You can sit in your front yard, bro. You're not gonna,
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's like they got locked in with 24/7 security outside with like ARs and shit.
As soon as they open the door, get back inside! Get back inside! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Get on the ground. Crawl back into your bed.
What was the fucking,
Shit, man.
the monster scene? 2319! 2319! He's trying to get out! Like, oh my god, dude. That's actually, yeah. Wow. Nah, but I think a lot of people were enjoying it. And then I think just the negative Nancy's of the world, like all the Karens, were just like, "This is stupid. We should be able to go outside. I'm gonna walk around a store and do absolutely nothing."
Yeah.
And annoy
I'm gonna
people.
go in Target and ask to speak to someone's manager and start a scene.
Yeah, it's like,
What the like? Come on, man. Let me out of here.
I want to go look at I want to go look at the blankets that I've already looked at 20 times, but like, there's just something about that one. Like, what? Like, what is wrong with you, ma'am? Get help.
I feel like Karen's like. Okay, Karen as a term is weird. I'm just gonna say white women. I feel like white women just like to go to the stores and like buy candles, and then if something happens, all of a sudden like the candles just disappear out of their hands, and all of a sudden, and they're just like at the front register, just screaming. Like you never see anything when a video comes out, like a viral video of a woman like yelling at a cashier or something.
Yeah.
Like what are they there for? I have never seen a woman with groceries or anything like think about that.
Bro, it's funny.
It's like they came there to start a fight.
I was low-key about to say something because you were like, people just going to get candles. I'm like, oh shit, I sometimes take a gander at the candles. Anyways, keep going. No, but yeah, seriously,
I mean,
like
candles are nice.
most of the time, you're not wrong. It makes no sense, bro. You just start like, oh my god, or like people. I think most of them, from what I've seen, working at my place. I'm not gonna disclose it because I'm not trying to have people. Because apparently you can get in trouble if I say the name. I could actually get in trouble. But
yeah,
mutual.
but anyways, the
yeah.
people at Jamba Juice that work with you.
Yeah, exactly. Jamba Juice, bro. We'd be chilling and like people just come in like with receipts and shit.
You get
Just
sued
get
for that
angry.
now.
Imagine Jamba Juice is like, we don't.
Jamba Juice is like, he fucking works for us. What?
This fucking idiot. How did he get in? What?
You don't have anyone by the name of that.
It's like, what's his favorite juice? He doesn't even have a favorite juice. You fucking poser. Like, you have a liar. It's like, yeah, shut up. Nah, but I think like I think there's just actual like evil women, or not just women, but there's like actual evil old people that come into stores and they're like, I'm gonna fuck this shit up today. I'm gonna fuck this up on purpose. And I hit them with the good old. This is my second day. Sorry.
This is my second day.
This is my first day. I'm sorry. I don't care, bro. I'm not.
Third month in. Yeah, this is my second day. You're gonna have to speak to someone who knows a little bit more than me.
Oh, for sure, bro. Every chance I get, I'm like, hey, I need help over here, cause this shit dumb. Like, y'all got me pressing 5 buttons just to check someone out. No.
I guess the return thing kind of makes sense when people come in with something and they have like no receipt or something, and then it causes a whole thing.
Yeah, but then it's
still,
like
I don't
know. That's just on you, bro. Like, you know, my mom has always taught me. She's like, keep the receipt unless you're like indefinite. Like you gotta know. You always keep the receipt just in case, no matter what.
If I lost the receipt or something, I would just be like, well, damn.
I just
stupid.
Yeah, I
and
just
then
like,
I would just
GG's.
take the thing back home and be like, well, I have this now. I own this.
Like, I mean,
I own this forever.
And there's only like
It's just gonna exist.
There's only so much that you can like actually like get, and like you're like, damn, I need to return this, because like you never hear someone buy a rug and be like, damn, this rug ain't that welcoming on the welcome mat, you know, the front door.
Yeah,
but like,
man, I thought this rug would fit in my bathroom. It turns out it was way bigger than my bathroom.
like
what?
like what do you? And then like, since we're a gaming podcast, we can talk about the people that like will go and buy a game and then return it in the same week because they beat it, and it's just like people like that.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck, my G? You just
if you're gonna do that, like, you might as well like commit to like a renting service.
Mm-hmm.
Which is they're kind of weird to me. But if you're gonna just grind out a game, you either better put some extra time into it after you beat it, or just rent a game or something, because it's so weird.
I don't know if GameFly's still around, but like I remember growing up, GameFly was like the big one.
Yeah, GameFly was a big one where you could just get games like mailed to your house, right?
Yeah, it was just like mailed to your house instantly. Yeah, neither did we. We like that was like something like, no, that's not gonna happen. My dad was like, no, we don't need to do that.
The only time I did do something similar to that was when Redbox was like at its height, and they had like, we would always get movies from there because we just rent a movie and watch a movie. But then they had like games come out, and I was like, oh, they have video games you can rent.
I think.
And then for some reason, I rented like a Cars game, and like,
I'm Lightning McQueen.
Video game.
I'm Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no shot. I think, you know what's crazy? Now that you say that, we did that once, but I don't know. Like, I guess they were good at burning discs, whoever did it. But when we were trying to get, I think it was a COD game, and my dad didn't have it, and like I had it. But he was getting it for him because he wanted to try it out, see if he wanted to go out and buy it. Like, he wanted to see how it felt, and I was like, okay, that's smart. And like, when he got the disc, it was just blank. And so we think someone like just, you know, they set it up to where like it would still get scanned and accepted in the Redbox, but it was not the game. So it was just like, wow. Like, I mean, he wasn't really mad. He was just like, it was just $1. So I mean, we just take it back.
Yeah, just take it back, easy. I think I had that situation happen once, but it was with a movie. Because I only ever, like I said, rented that one Cars game for some reason.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, that did happen with a movie where, like, we tried to watch a movie and it was like, what even is this? It's like, there's nothing here.
I forget Redboxes exist because, like, I'll see one, I'm like, dang, like, you're still here on the corner, huh? Walgreens, you just here. You just big chilling. Did you ever feel like it was sus when you would go up there and like you're just looking around, like trying to get a movie, like people walk past you? Did you ever just get that feeling? You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, because for some reason, especially like when it was first popular and we were like a little bit younger, it felt like a weird like dealing that was happening. Other people, because they had the like the screen protector thing too, where you would like put in your like card information or
Yeah,
whatever.
you had to like put basically like you had to get onto the monitor, bro, to like for
Yeah,
that thing to
like,
work, and it
You
just
had to get under the thing like you were taking a picture with an old timey like camera,
yeah.
where you just hide under that cloth.
Oh my god.
I would
dude, that-
always be looking around. I'm like, oh, I gotta get this disc out of here really quickly. Come on.
Yeah, I'd be like, come on, I know exactly what I'm pressing the button. I'm like, come on, my G, come on.
Gotta get back to the car.
It's a grown man behind me. I'm terrified, even though he has nothing to do with me. He's just trying to return his movie. Get me out of
Man
here.
is just waiting in line.
Yeah. Or like my mom hit me with the, all right, I'm gonna go in. You return the red box, and I'm like, damn, alone. Like she don't care if I get kidnapped. Like shit.
Yeah, meanwhile it's like 15 feet to the door, but
And there's cameras outside. Like
it's the middle of the like broad daylight.
yeah, you're just like. It's like lunchtime too, so like everyone's just trying to get food and stuff. You're just like,
For real.
put it in, put it in,
I
put it
gotta
in.
get this done right now. Hurry up! Come on, Redbox, come on!
It's like a little bank heist, bro. just, just doesn't even matter. Like the one little moment
There's
in your
no
life.
significance of it at
No,
all.
nothing.
But I would just be tapping the side of the machine. I'm like, come on, man, come on. You got places to be at like fucking 16. Like I gotta be somewhere.
It's like,
on, no.
Zaxby's is calling my name. Oh, but
They're gonna run out of Subway footlongs in a minute. Come on now.
okay, no,
I gotta
that's
get there.
yeah, that's serious. Yeah, y'all better not play around with that. That's serious, bro. Had that happen to me and watched straight out. I was so sad.
Oh, it was somebody that went to high school with us, and worked at Subway at one point. I went into Subway. I've probably told this story
I
a little
know.
bit. 'cause
No,
it's
no,
not
no,
like a
no. You
significant
haven't
story,
told this story, but I know who works there, but I can't think of the name. I see their face like right now, cause I've walked
Yeah.
in there, and he was like, "What's?" Oh,
But I
it was
went in there.
He had long hair. He's a white dude, long hair.
No, this was a girl. This was a girl that went to school with us.
Oh shit.
She didn't work there for long, I don't think.
Mhm.
But I went in and I was like, can I get a meatball marinara? She was like, we're out of meatballs.
Oh,
like,
what?
I was like, huh? And then she was like, nah, I'm just playing. And I was like, damn, I was
Oh.
fucking pissed. I was like, yeah, out of meatballs? This is like before I had other options of like Subway sandwiches too, so I was like, well, what am I supposed to do now? I'm here.
you just start
I was like,
looking.
you're out of meatballs?
You start looking around like the Pulp Fiction meme. Just looking to his left, looking to his right. He's like,
Yeah.
well shit. Like, what am I here for?
I was about to be like, yo, give me the receipts of the last people that ordered meatballs. 'Cause whoever ate my meatballs, I'm gonna have to track them down.
Bro, I actually was so upset and sad, bro. Shoot, no meatballs. I'd be like, fuck Subway. Anyways, can I get the foot long Philly cheese?
I just stood there, bro. I was like, huh? You're out of meat? And she was like, no, I'm just playing. I was like, oh my god.
Your whole day was just gone, bro. You're like, well, shit. I woke up for this.
I was about to go home.
Oh my
So I
god.
just go home and lay down. Well, I guess I'm eating air, man. That is not it.
Your family knocks on your door. What's wrong? No meatballs. That's what's wrong. He's
Like, you don't
crying.
want a BMT or like anything else?
It's like, no.
No meatballs, man. Come on.
Woke up for meatballs.
What are you talking about? What are
Pe-
you talking about?
People actually sleep on the meatball marinara. And what do you get on yours?
I haven't actually been to Subway in a long time, and the past times I have, I've gotten something different. But I used to get meatball marinara with Italian. I think it was the Italian herbs and cheese,
Oh yeah, the
Bread.
bread. See, we already started
then-
out hot.
and then I would get pepper jack cheese.
Yep.
I would get like olives and banana peppers.
Okay. He's got
and
taste.
I can't remember what else.
See, my
If I got
ass
anything else.
is picky, so I just get meatball, pepper jack, and then I just put sauce on, and I'm done.
I'm picky when it comes to a lot of things, but Subway is just not one of them, and I
Smart.
don't know why.
You got that good
I
taste
guess it's
buds.
just- Yeah, I guess so.
And be like,
Subway's just where it's at.
for real. It's just crazy, man. It's just one of the. It's actually just one of those places. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm eating here for life. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm just like, yeah, I don't mind. People are like, oh man, I don't know what to eat. I was like, damn, Subway sounds fucking delish.
Subway sounds like it's about to hit.
Yes, sir. Taking my ass over there. Get the was it salsa? The sun chips, whatever. Garden salsa sun chips though.
Oh yeah, I love the I love like oven baked chips. So any of their oven baked chips, or the it's like Miss Vicky's jalapeno kettle cooked
Oh,
chips.
those are
Those-
so
oh
good.
my
I usually
God.
it's either those or salt and vinegar or the sun chips. It depends. If they're
Yeah.
out, it's like those three, and then like anything else, I'm just like no. I'm just like I don't want it.
For me, it's either the kettle cooked jalapeno ones or any of like their oven baked flavors. Like they have like the oven baked barbecue or whatever. I think,
Yeah,
which are pretty good.
yeah, those shit. Them shits hit. All right, but let's go ahead get into the first topic for everybody because everybody's like, you're not talking about video games, losers. I've
Like,
clicked off.
This is a quick playing podcast. You guys are talking about Subway for an hour.
Hey, but guess what? Y'all lucky we're not sponsored by them because we'd be going crazy. All right, Subway, look into it. All right,
Eat fresh.
if you're listening, look into it.
Speaking of sponsors, let's get into our first sponsor. We just come back from like a year-long hiatus, and we just have a random sponsor.
First sponsor, lawn cutters. Do you need your lawn cut? Imagine, just like out of the most.
Let's talk about Squarespace.
The most like thing that doesn't relate to gaming at all. Do you need to cut your lawn? Do you need to touch some grass? Well, here you go. Like, but let's get this is a good topic that I think people will from casual to wannabe competitive players to pro players. I think this is definitely a topic that everyone could talk about. You know, say something. A lot of people say some dumb shit on Twitter because Twitter is a crazy place, and some casuals need to stay off Twitter. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, some of you, but are devs ruining their games? That is the topic for today. The main topic. We have more, but that is the main thing. Like, ask yourself: the games you play, are the devs like looking out for you, or are they just kind of just winging it and just like, you know, we're listening but not really listening?
Yeah, facts. Let's think about some of the most popular video game examples. Let's just throw some out there and then think about what the devs are doing that's like changing and influencing those games, and if they're making it worse or better.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, like Fortnite, Apex, Warzone. What else is at like the top of the pool for games right now
COD.
that are the most popular?
Yeah,
COD in general.
Well,
I
okay,
guess.
you can
Aside
just say
from
Warzone and COD.
Yeah.
Splitgate's making a big run. I think
Splitgate is huge right now,
I think
and we can talk about that because that's an example of
I think
completely different from all the other games in my opinion in terms of devs.
some games that Valorant is one. It's popping.
Valorant is popping right now.
League of Legends, I guess you could throw it in there. Really depends.
League of Legends, I wouldn't say that personally, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, no, because I mean, I know a little bit, but like, I got you.
Let's see. Let me open up Twitch and see what is at the top right now.
Yeah,
Just
definitely
some
do that.
examples. Let's see. What are at the highest? Sort and filter viewers high to low. GTA, for some reason right now, is still going crazy. I don't know if it's like the role playing aspect.
It has to be.
If that is still happening, but they currently have 370,000 viewers.
Wow, that's insane though. Like what?
I'm actually baffled by this top list. Take a guess at some of these. Quickly. I know it's off topic, but
okay. Rocket League.
no.
No? Wow.
No.
Fuck. I actually cannot think of anything.
It isn't what you would think, but it's some games is like, oh, they have been popular at least.
Animal Crossing?
No.
Huh. Red Dead Redemption?
No. Big
Gears,
game, but
Gears of War?
no. I don't think you're gonna get it.
Dang,
It's GTA 5 under just chatting, of course, because
Right.
just chatting is like doesn't count. GTA 5, then CS:GO is number 2
Huh. Wow, that's crazy.
with
CSGO
265,000.
CSGO making a comeback on viewership.
I guess so. Then under that is Minecraft.
Wow, okay, yeah.
Then under that it is League,
Okay, yeah.
and then Rust, COD, Valorant, Apex, Fortnite. So the top like surprised me why Counter-Strike and Minecraft and GTA are up there, but
definitely,
I guess the role playing for GTA.
definitely
Weird.
Minecraft and CSGO are definitely a whoa to me because kind of like, well,
Yeah.
to me, really, I've never really enjoyed watching CSGO gameplay because just the game itself is just too like dusty look for me, and it's just like it's just weird.
Yeah, I get that if you like games with like brighter, poppier colors, but
yeah, like that one's just too a little bit, yeah.
in
too
terms
dusty
of
for
competitive
me.
scene, I will say I've watched some CS:GO stuff, and it is actually dope. But
Yeah, no, pro
but
scene.
yeah,
Yeah, watching pro scene, but like I just couldn't like.
I could
Yeah.
never watch a casual player just play CS:GO for sure.
Yeah, it'd have to be like a match, like a big match going on for me to like. Okay, I'll tune in, because watching pro players shit on pro players is always fun.
Oh, it's so different from casual play.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Fortnite though. The Fortnite
Man.
devs. Do we think that they have ruined the game?
Bro, I think, man, there's such a. I think in the beginning, I think early in the beginning they were like, we're new, we're getting. They had everyone. They had everyone, because that was a time where everyone was, you know, everyone was posting their wins on Snapchat. Everyone did it. Maybe not everyone, but a lot of people were doing it. All right, I'm guilty.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and you had everyone in one room and one dude playing. As soon as he won, they're screaming. So I think the devs were like, okay, no one has had a game like this in a while, like this fun, this cartoony, and it's working. And,
Oh yeah, 100%.
you know, you could deploy your own cover, and it was like good. It wasn't like it takes a minute. Like, it was just like, oh, boom, bop, beam, bam. You know, you're building. Oh, cool. I think, but so early in the beginning, I think the devs were rocking, and then like I think just later it started tanking, and like that's why so many people stopped playing and like switching to other games. I think really just like if you play Fortnite now, you are legit like if you're not already a pro player or a content creator for it, the only reason you're playing now is because you're pursuing it. You're not getting on to casually play and chill.
You think?
Yeah, I don't like. I mean, because like there is probably that small group of casual players.
I actually thought you were gonna say the opposite. I thought you were gonna say if you're not already in the pro scene, then you're probably just hopping on a couple hours a day to play Fortnite and you're just enjoying it or like whatever. But
I don't know, because
you actually went the opposite direction. I thought,
because I think after like what the last big thing I remember people freaking out about was like the mechas. Because I think that was, people were like, oh, mechas are ruining the game. And I was like,
yeah,
damn.
There's been a lot of shit. Like, just, first of all, a little disclaimer that we have not played Fortnite, and we don't play Fortnite. We have not played it in a very, very long time.
Very long time.
Like, actually played it, so we have no idea, like, most of the stuff that's happened. So we could probably be, like, clueless on some stuff. But yeah, like you said, like, I think Fortnite hit, like, this big, like, boom of BRs, because obviously there was BRs before that, but when Fortnite was popular and like the accessibility of a free-to-play battle royale with like cartoony graphics where a lot of kids could play it and be like, oh, this is fun. I think it just like blew up the BR scene, and then I think Epic just got so much money. And they were like, we need to keep this fresh and keep refreshing it. And then the changes they made just slowly started to like not be what the actual community wanted.
Yeah, definitely.
So it just got worse and worse in terms of like people wanting to actually play it.
Yeah, because like there's like one person I know, Will. Shout out Will. He's grinding YouTube, and Fortnite. And like I'll see him upload and I'll watch his videos because it's a homie. I'm gonna support him. You know, he's like probably the only person I know that still plays Fortnite and that's like pursuing it. That's why I said I don't really see that many casuals like getting on and enjoying it as much as.
Does Matt play Fortnite?
Nah, not anymore. He just strictly plays like Warzone and Apex. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard the other day you said he was gonna try to get into Apex and stuff. And queue with us maybe if
I think
he's
in gold or plat right now. I don't know.
Nice.
But yeah, the last time I played Fortnite, not speaking on Brendan, because this game, it was 2 years ago on my YouTube. I uploaded a YouTube video of us playing Fortnite. So yeah, last time I played Fortnite was 2 years ago. So very big disclaimer. If you're like, you don't know, you're right. I don't.
Wait, is that how we did it? Well, no, we did the challenge after that, right?
Which challenge?
Well, that was like
yeah,
thing.
Yeah, that was that was just
like we didn't actually play. That was like for an hour or something.
Not even. Yeah, barely an hour. Because that was just wins.
I can see where you're coming from, I guess, because the more I think about it, the more it's like BRs in general, they either increase the skill gap or the devs decrease the skill gap. And I think with Fortnite, with building,
they definitely increased it.
It increased the skill gap so much to where casual players were like, I can't compete with these kids that are building
Yeah.
in like a second, building a whole tower.
Yeah, I mean, and that's definitely, I'll admit, that's definitely one thing. Like when we first started playing, I got the building concept down. I was like, okay, I need to build, like I can quick build. I was like getting the flow of it,
Yeah.
moving. And then when people started like when the cranking '90s terms came out, and everyone was like, like as soon as you shoot someone, they're like, I'm like,
Oh yeah,
hey,
whole
bro,
castle.
it's just like it's just not enough for me to do all that and then it just be one kill. It just
Yeah.
didn't seem rewarding because I do all that, get one kill, and then like next thing I know, some kid is like nading or shooting my build under me, and I just fall and I die from like health, fall damage.
Yeah,
So
fall damage. I
it
will
was
say
just
on the
like,
flip side of that, to counter that point, I think really, I mean, the building aspect was kind of in the game already, and then like, because it was in the game from the beginning, pretty much.
yeah,
But then like Myth popularized like speed building, I guess,
yeah,
and cranky 90s and shit. So honestly, after that, I think the devs did decrease the skill gap with all the additions of like you said, the mech and like helicopters and planes and stuff like that.
yeah.
So on the topic of devs like ruining their own game, I think I think it leans more towards yes on Fortnite, to be honest,
Mm-hmm.
because I
It
think they
definitely,
just
yeah. When you put it
they
like
just took the
that,
skill gap away.
yeah, when you put it like that, maybe it was like yeah, they decreased it to like try to save it for the casuals, but like
Yeah, that couldn't
most
build like that.
yeah, but most times nowadays, and there's no offense to casual players, there's nothing wrong with getting on and just chilling. It's absolutely
Yeah,
fine.
100%.
But you got to keep in mind there are people that are like playing this competitively that like they're just trying to make it to where like I don't know, like you put in time, it rewards you more, I guess, instead of like someone who plays once a week and is able to hop on, use a mech and drop 20. Like how is that fair,
I think that's one good thing about skill-based matchmaking. If skill-based matchmaking was like nailed down really finely and
done
actually
right.
separated people, yeah, and done just right, so people are actually separated into categories that they're actually in. So like, if only casuals play with casuals and they didn't have to worry about like the TSM players, like these people that just speed build and
yeah.
instantly kill you, like, then it would be phenomenal to have SBMM in like pub matches and stuff, but
Mhm.
I just
Yeah.
think the way that it's done right now, it just isn't refined enough. So you either get really, really high level players when you're not that good, or you get really low level players when you're like average or way better.
Yeah.
And it's like it just kind of doesn't work. The system just doesn't work, because you'll just get games where you breeze through, and then you'll have other games where you're just getting destroyed, and you're like, what, am I just that bad? But the skill base just isn't refined enough. But I think in Fortnite, if they refined a skill based matchmaking that actually like really, really worked, I think it would work to have like casual and pro players back on the game.
For sure.
But I don't know. I have no real Fortnite experience, so
Yeah, I mean that's
can't speak
definitely
too much on that.
that's definitely a good point though. Like everything, yeah, just skill-based matchmaking alone is like such a big factor in multiplayer games nowadays. Because
Yeah.
especially if you're just playing pubs, it's definitely because like it's just like holy shit, like what the fuck
Yeah.
is going on?
In the beginning with Apex, I know a lot of people hated skill-based matchmaking so much,
Mm-hmm.
and I was even one of those people. But I don't know. I think if they did it right, it'd be better.
I think I've
But
just
right now, the way it is, having a rank system and a skill-based matchmaking system in pubs,
mm-hmm.
and that doesn't work too well, it's like it kind of sucks.
I think I've grown a tolerance because in COD it was like they had skill based, but it was so like it's just messed up.
Yeah,
It's just like
so it's kinda
one
similar.
COD like it'd be good. Yeah, like I was just kind of like in that moment where like I mean even now if I were to grind COD, it's just to me it's just like I really don't care, cuz like I like a part of me is like of course I don't want to play against Bob, who only I don't find enjoyment shitting on Bob, who only plays like once a week. He's sitting on his couch on his big ass like 50-inch TV playing Call of
Yeah.
Duty. Like to me I didn't find like I don't hide like okay if I'm in a pub match and I drop 50 kills or like if you drop 40 bombs and above, like obviously you're gonna post it. Like if you're a pro player, you're like, yeah, I do this. You know, this is a normal thing for me. But then like there's pro players when they're getting upset because they're in skill based, and they got 3 people on their team, or 3 people on the enemy team dropping 30 bombs, and then they're stuck with the bobs. Like that makes sense,
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I don't want to go against sweats. It's like, well, how do you think other people feel when you're shitting on them? Like you're the sweat, and you just can't get upset when you're going against other sweats. Like I understand it's gonna suck, but like you just gotta lock it in. And most people will argue with that. They're like, I shouldn't have to lock in every game. It's like, that's understandable. Like, but you're a pro. You don't really get on this game to chill. You get on this game because you're trying to go win tourneys and win events and be, at the end holding up the trophy. Like, because if you look at any other game like League of Legends, pro players play all the time. Like there are plenty of games where they're getting destroyed, but like you'll see them bounce back instantly. Like they're not going to be like, oh, skill-based matchmaking. They're just like, fuck, and they just they keep playing. Like because for Valorant ranked, there are plenty of times where pro players are solo queuing or duo queuing and they're going to lose and they get one tapped by people, by people that are not pros. And like you just got to take that moment and be like, you're not going to win every game, and there's always probably some games there's going to be that one dude that can fry you, and it's going to fuck with your mental, but you just got to literally just keep pushing and like just breathe. Like it's okay.
Yep.
But definitely with skill base, if they get it down to a tune to where it's like where people that you're going against sweats, I guess, like that could definitely be helpful. Like that like, okay, since I'm sweaty, they're going to pair me up with sweaties. This. As long as you know this, I feel like you're going to be you're fine. You're relaxed. Like,
Yeah, and I think to the point that you made earlier about COD, like, I think BR versus, like, a head-to-head, like, 5v5, 6v6, 4v4, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you go into a match of, like, a BR match, and you just play, and then you're like, oh, there are some kids that I fight, and they're really bad, and there's some kids that are really good in this match. Yeah. But you never know who you're going to face because it's a BR. Like, there's no leaderboard. Yeah. You don't know who's in the game. And with a COD game, you play like a round of S&D, let's say. You automatically know, like, oh, their anchor, the kid that's playing their anchor is really good.
Yeah.
And then this other kid on their team is not good, and the other couple kids are, like, average. Then, like, you just go into the next round with that information, and you just know, like, what to do and how to play that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I mean,
BRs, it's like completely different. Like
BR is kind of
you
like
never know who you're going up against.
You might see it in the feed if you care enough to like freak out, which I don't, and I know Brendan doesn't.
If you know the person's name, anyways, yeah.
Yeah, like you'll see them in the feed. For me, if I see someone's name that is popular in the feed, I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm not gonna start headhunting. I'm just gonna play the game, and it's like, well, that's cool. It's good to know that I'm kind of in a game with competition. That kind of excites me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for COD, it was definitely
obviously you can have the same thing with COD where you get into a match with a pro player, because I've known that's happened to you guys before. But
yeah,
it's like you just see that and you just know like that's what you're facing for the next 6 rounds or whatever.
Yeah. So I mean, you have the option to leave. It's not like I have one
opportunity to fight them.
You have the option to leave, or the option to sweat it out and see how you do. And me, I'm always gonna sweat it out and see how I do. And I will say in COD that certain pro players that I played against, I was like, damn. Like some of them were like, okay. Yeah, you nasty, and some of them were like, okay, you must be having an off day, because I know how you play, and I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to say like I'm better than them, because obviously they're still a pro player and I'm me, so but definitely there was some games where I could tell I was like, okay, I'm just having a better day than them, but it was fun. It was like, oh, I'm going against pro players, and and I think like that's one cool thing about skill base, because like it gives you that, I don't know, like, because if you're popping off and you're like constantly getting in games with those people, and you're not,
it's like reaffirming,
like,
and you're doing something right. You're like, oh, okay,
yeah, and you're hanging with them, like, or like as long as you're not a dickhead, you're not fucking stream sniping trying to get into queue up when they queue up and shit.
Oh yeah, that's different. If
as
you
long
stream
as it's
snipe
genuine.
And think, oh, I'm supposed to be in these lobbies. It's like, no, buddy, no.
As long as it's genuine and like you're just like, yeah, all right. But yeah, I don't think it sucks to say, but I don't think skill-based matchmaking will ever truly be perfect, because someone's always gonna be upset.
Yeah, I'm sure it's very hard to nail down anyways.
Yeah,
but
that's just...
on the topic of COD,
Mm.
what do you think about the dev situation with COD? Do you think that they're ruining COD?
Dude,
Do you think they have already ruined COD?
I think, honestly, most pro players, most players say this, and so this is going to be a reoccurring thing, but Black Ops 2 was the high of COD.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me do this. Alright. Yeah, so Black Ops 2, for those who don't know, who didn't experience that era, when Black Ops 2 dropped, it had... The only bad thing about Black Ops 2 really was the knifing. Knifing was just shit. It was trash. It sometimes didn't make sense. It didn't, like, you know, but with Black Ops 2, the multiplayer, you know, it was fun. The grinding for camos, the camos you could buy, like, the camos were, every camo was solid. You know, like, my favorite and a lot of people's favorite, the Cherry Blossom. If I had the Cherry Blossom camo on, you're not winning that game. Like, GG's, bro. If it's S&D on Express and I have my DSR in MSMC, it's already like 6-0. You're done. All right. And you know, I have people to vouch for that. Where I literally, that was the first time I ever got like my ace when I first started. Like, I started popping off. I killed all 4. It was 1v4, and I did it. And I was like, oh yeah, Cherry Blossom, go boom, baby. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah. Get
fucking doinked. But I definitely would say, because, like, when you think about COD, there's a lot of aspects, like the maps are the biggest thing. The maps have to be enjoyable to play, because if the maps are enjoyable, you have pro players non-stop stream. They're gonna stream it a lot because they're like, I love it, like, oh, these maps are insane, like, I'm feeling the flow of these maps. And if all pro players love the maps, it's just more competition, because then everyone can flow on the map and think of new ways, and they pop off, and it's just like, that's already one thing. 2, it's got to be like guns. The guns got to look nice, sound crisp, like stuff like that. And it's crazy because, like, it might sound like a bunch of whiny kids, but like, it's really not, because I mean, if you want to play this game, or like, you know, if you're a pro player and you have to wake up and play this game every day and compete, like, you have to enjoy how the maps feel, how the guns look and sound, you know.
Yeah, you want it to be somewhat enjoyable, or you're just not gonna want to play at all.
And then
I think that's why they fell off with the World War games.
Oh yeah, and then 3, it's a reoccurring thing, and I don't know why, but why, like, it this is definitely one reason why I didn't like Modern Warfare when it dropped. There's no ranked play, alright, because like I get it, like, it's understandable if it's not out the first day, but like, let's try to get it out the first week, because with certain players, not a lot of people know about game battles. And game battles is like where you go online and you make matches. All right, you make matches in private lobbies, and not a lot of people know that. All right, not a lot of people, like the casuals, like some people just legit want to play ranked, and playing ranked is so much easier because you can just queue up and then go. You get your boys and go. You don't have to make a team, you know, set up the match, make sure all your names are correct so you don't get like a fucking what was it, like a token, because people would submit tokens if like one letter of your name was wrong, and they're like, oh, FF, our free win, and it's like, holy shit, this is so exhausting. I just want to play ranked. Like, I'd rather just play ranked. And the thing about Black Ops 2, why also, because it had excellent maps, like I said, in the ranked play was so satisfying. It was so fun, and the ranks they had for you, like, just the look of it was fun. Like, I don't, like, even designing your emblem, bro. And as much as there was so many bad emblems out there, that, like, obviously there was like bad stuff, but like, there was so much funny stuff, dude. Like, mine used to be goat nipples with a big ass heart in the background, and for no reason, it was just funny. Because I think I copied, because at first I had Adele in it, right? Because that's when Adele was popping off for her music, so I put Adele in mine. And then Aaron had a heart that said Selena Gomez, and that was our thing. Like, we would just do that in our little group. And then one day we were just like, I was like, I'm gonna be a meme and just put goat nipples, and it was just funny. And I think I remember, because like when we would play ranked, people would message me, and because they wouldn't remember my name, but they would remember the goat nipples, and they'd be like, "Oh, you're that fucking goat nipple kid, aren't you?" And I'm like, "Yeah," like that. It was just funny. I was like, "Yeah, I'm the little weirdo that teabagged you. What's up, baby? Like, don't peek me." But yeah, definitely. And I think with COD, the one thing that's like, it's sad, but it's like, I wish we could. I wish we could have been like CS:GO, League of Legends, like where it's just one game. It's one game, and you just update it every now and then, right? And you just make it fresh.
Yeah.
Because lately it's sad, but that's what I can't remember the makers of Black Ops 2. I can't remember if it's Treyarch or Activision. I think it's
I think it's
Activision. I could be. You might be.
Activision? Black Ops 2?
Black Ops, yeah, just like the Black Ops series in general. I think. It's Treyarch. Okay, Treyarch and Activision did it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Comboed up.
Yeah, but see, like Black Ops 2, like, cause with them, every Black Ops game they drop, they always bring the Black Ops 2 maps into it. Because what was it? The Cold War, Black Ops Cold War, they brought Raid. They brought Raid back and made it a map for the pros to play again. They made it a pro map, and that's if that isn't like a bell going ding 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 ding, like, hey, we all love these maps, and it's literally all the Black Ops 2 maps. Like that's that's when you just start thinking, because like World War II or Advanced Warfare was nice. Infinite Warfare, everyone hated, everyone despised it, even though Optic won their championship in it, which no one thought was going to happen. No one, and I mean me, like no one thought that was going to happen, but it did. And we were screaming, "Let's go Green Wall, let's fucking," like, we were so hyped. And then it was like after Infinite, World War II, I believe it was, came out. Those maps were god awful. There's only one map that I like, and the only call out I can remember was Tanner made it during a ranked game, and it was called Cigarette, and it's just this big old pole that's like fell over, and we just call it Cigarette. It's like, he's on Sig, nice. That's it. And that's the only map that I truly enjoyed and remembered, because it was snowing on that map. So I was like, I like snow, fun map.
Yeah, I think the main issue with COD is like having all these different development teams and pushing out like these one game every year games. It's like they're always going to be hit or miss, and then they're always looking for like, well, what era should we do it in? What era should we do it in? Let's go back to like the World War eras. Let's go to the future now. And it's like you might have one future game that hits, and then you have another future game that's like, let's do the future again. It's like no one actually liked it. And I think that's a big issue, is that they're just pushing out one a year, and they're like trying to do different things. But in reality, what the most like dedicated COD fans want is those maps just remastered onto the newer editions, those classic like maps that actually hit and like everyone loved.
Yeah.
Like it got a little old with like the Nuketown and what is it? It's like firing range. What is it?
Yeah. It was firing range, Nuketown and firing range, because in Black Ops 4 they brought firing range back. Oh, and that was another thing. Black Ops 3, I don't care what anyone says, Black Ops 3 jetpacks and maps were fun, because that was the last jetpack before we went to World War II. Because Sledgehammer Games made World War II. So it was Advance, Infinite, and then Black Ops 3, or Black Ops 3 before Infinite, sorry. And then Infinite was the last jetpack, and then Black Ops 3 jetpacks were just so fun, because that brought Uplink. I think, or Uplink was in Advanced Warfare, but Uplink Black Ops 3 was just fucking nutty. People just made it, like the gameplay was just nutty. And so yeah, I think, because they went 3 years in a row with jetpacks, right? And then out of nowhere, boots on ground. And a lot of people were happy with the boots on ground. And I was happy. I was like, all right, nice, boots back on ground. But I just didn't like the era we went back to. Because I was like, these weapons are just not fun.
It's like too much of a drastic change from future to like, now I'm I have a bolt action or like a lever action rifle
Mm-hmm.
just in the trenches.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute,
And
I'm not used to this.
And the worst thing I believe on World War II was in GBs or like ranked in general. If you weren't running the Ghost class, you were dead, because footsteps in that game you could hear so clearly. I'm talking about like you could be on each other's spawns on London docks. You could hear them, like you could tell exactly where they were going if they were running, because we went up against a team that didn't have Ghost on, and we won 6-0 in S&D because they couldn't hear us and we heard every footstep.
They're just stomping around.
Yeah, they're just going. It's like, okay, 2's on left and then 2 in the middle. This is easy, boys. Bye, done. Like, it's just simple, and that is one
So
thing.
they must have just heard like all the comments about footsteps being like footstep audio being bad in every COD game, and then all of a sudden they were like, let's just amplify them.
Yeah.
After that they were like, let's not do that again.
Yeah. And
Let's just leave it normal.
And then like it got to the point where it was like they fixed it, so it wasn't that bad. So it's like, great, now we don't have to have all 4 people running Ghost, and we can have people, be able to take a nade to the head sometimes. But yeah, definitely with COD, it's just it's like hit or miss for some years, because like it's you have a group that's ready, that has gone, they know what they're doing, everything is perfect. Like Vandahar is the multiplayer man, bro. Like he knows what the players want, and he knows how to get it going. And so like, because I remember they fired him, brought him back, fired him, and then brought him back again. Like, that man knows, bro. Like, Vandahar is that man. I don't care what anyone says. He's a GOAT.
True. So I think with COD, then it's really not a question of if the devs are ruining the game in general. It's which one are they gonna ruin and which one are they gonna actually.
Yeah, it's really just
which year.
Well. It's really just like what group is going, like what set of devs group is going to do it. Like, is Sledgehammer gonna, like, because the next one is Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer Games. What is it called? Like Vandahar? No, not Vandahar.
It's Vanguard.
Vanguard. I don't know
Call
why.
of Duty Vanguard, yeah.
Yeah. So like, and it's the thing. They're back in time again, and they're the last ones that made World War II. So like, it's kind of just like, damn, y'all just kind of rinsed and repeat, huh?
Yeah, I think the same way they did pretty much with like the IW and shit.
Yeah.
Like Jetpacks trying to rinse and repeat that and be like, oh, this is something new, and we're gonna make it work one way or another. We're gonna force it into the next game.
Yeah. So I'm truly wondering how this one's gonna go.
I think overall, in terms of popularity, though, I think COD is declining a little bit, but with Warzone, like, capitalizing off of the BR trend right now, I think that is mainly holding the majority of like COD viewers and
definitely. I think
players.
Because if we talk, all right, so let's talk about Warzone now for a little bit. We'll split it. So COD is done. I think it's definitely a yes. Devs, it's a yes and no. It's 50-50 for devs ruining COD. Yeah. But for Warzone BR, I definitely believe that them not locking down the cheaters and hackers quicker, I would definitely I think Warzone, the devs are ruining it, because like there's so much, like almost every week there's a new thing on Warzone that's talking about hackers, or the excuse me, the dude literally, there's a guy on TikTok that literally live streams on TikTok of him wall hacking. Yeah. And like, it's like, I'm scrolling through TikTok and I see that, and I'm definitely like, I'm glad I don't play Warzone anymore, because this man is literally hacking, talking to people while he's hacking, and they're like, oh, do your hack, he said, my hacks don't work good in the air, so when I'm shooting them in the air, that's pure skill. Like, no fucking, no shot, you just said that, you little loser. Get off.
I think that Warzone falls into the same pitfall as Apex when it comes to like having big streamers play the game, and then having someone go into those big streamers like channels and watch their stream and then live ban people for them.
Yeah. But
not having enough people to like actually ban the cheaters that are like running rampant for like all the other lobbies. It makes it look bad from the casual player and the pro player's perspective, or not the pro player, but like the not as well known competitive player. You know what I mean? It's like they
Yeah.
can't get anyone in their chat if they have like 100 viewers and they're
Yeah.
just playing Apex. Like they're not gonna get someone to live ban a
Or
cheater.
even for like people that have like 10, like say me and you had 10 viewers, like if we
Yeah.
get killed by a cheater, we can't take a
It's
picture
that cheater is
and
just
send it.
cheater's just running rampant still.
Yeah.
Cheater's just going in the next game.
Yeah,
But I think they fall into that same category with Apex because I think, and if Warzone developed a really good anti-cheat, then they would be super thriving right now.
Mhm.
But I think that's just why a lot of people are moving over to Apex, and it kind of sucks because Warzone is not a bad BR in terms of like a COD BR.
Yeah, definitely not. I honestly, I'm biased, but I prefer Blackout over Warzone. That's just because I
Yeah.
enjoyed Blackout and I was good at it. But I mean, Warzone for me, it's definitely fun. But yeah, it's just like, because sometimes like everyone's gonna say this because everyone does it because everyone wants to think that a cheater killed them before someone that's actually better than them killed them. And
Oh, yeah,
there
100%.
are definitely times where I was playing with my dad and brother and we'd get killed and I'd be like, all right, I need to watch this dude that killed us because it was sus. And surprisingly, most of the time, it actually like the dude was actually hacking. And I was like, shit,
Yeah.
like I wasn't pulling this out of my ass. Like this kid, like this man shot in the air and then like he's just shooting at a wall and then it says someone's dead. And obviously
Oh yeah.
you can't even go in that building that he's shooting at. So it's like, okay, so like, you know, what am I going to do?
Compared to other games, I think Warzone has like the highest population of like cheaters.
And it's
maybe
so weird.
Maybe not compared to like old games that actually did have a lot of cheaters, but didn't have a lot of like people realizing it and
Like
talking about it. But
Spotlight.
just from like, yeah, like what we're looking at right now, like it just seems like there are so many cheaters in Warzone that it's actually forcing people to stop playing it, which is sad. When your video game just is, it's just overrun with cheaters to the point that like big streamers and stuff are like, no, I can't, I can't play
'cause I
this.
mean, yeah, because I mean that's what you want. You want the big streamers because if you have the big streamers, you're gonna have the little guys, like the little streamers and the casual players are like, oh shit, watching him play it makes me want to play, and they're gonna hop
Yeah.
on. But nobody wants to hop on if they're just gonna get destroyed by like every hacker known to man, every cheater.
Definitely not.
It's
I
just,
think in terms of the actual gameplay though, and like what they've brought to Warzone, I think they've done a
Immaculate.
good job.
the events are yeah, like we'll go back to Fortnite. The Fortnite events, it's
Oh, yeah.
amazing. They keep them alive.
They have the most
concerts.
insane events. They have the most insane events in any video game. The fact
Yeah.
that they have live events in a battle royale that change the map, and like they will manipulate the rule set so
Mhm.
players can't even do anything. They're just in the event, like enjoying a concert or something.
Yeah,
Is insane to me,
I went to the marshmallow
and
one.
they executed so well.
That shit was fire.
Yeah, the
I
Marshmallow
don't.
one
That's the
is
only
like
one
the
I went
only
to.
one I think I've been to live.
Yeah,
And I've seen some of the other ones just to be like, are they still doing crazy stuff? Like
yeah, because I watched the
saw
Travis
like the
Scott
Travis
one.
Scott one.
Yep,
It's nuts. It's
Yeah.
insane.
that
I
was.
was like, they're the most over the top company when it comes to in-game events
Yep,
in a live like multiplayer battle royale setting. Like it's wild.
and I almost went
And
back.
I can't believe to this day that they still do that.
I almost went back just for because they put you could listen to radio in the cars. They put cars where
Yeah.
you could drive them, and they had Juice WRLD music. I was like, shit, I might just fucking
Yeah.
hey, I'll patrol around Juice WRLD, pop out, doink some kids, and get back in. Talking about some all girls are the same. I was like, yeah, you got this shit rock,
It's
buddy.
crazy. And not to get back onto the topic of Fortnite too much, but
Mhm.
the all of these deals that they have with like Marvel and all these different like the Mandalorian deal and like all
Yeah.
this stuff
Master
is
Chief,
actually just crazy.
Halo. Like, I
Yeah.
was like,
They have
yeah.
all of these like crossovers and all these like skins from celebrities and stuff, and it's like, oh my god.
yeah.
Like,
If
if more
they,
games did that, it would be crazy.
I will definitely say this, and then we can get back off the Fortnite topic so we don't get deep into it. But
Yeah.
if they had ranked like how they do now, where you could like qual for tourneys pretty easy,
hmm
I would have stayed on Fortnite, I believe, because if like you just make it that easy, it's like okay, you got to do this for this to get in this tourney. I'd have been like, oh hell yeah, I'd have been sweating my ass off because like I don't got to do anything else. I just got to sign up on here.
Yeah.
Like they make it so easy. So if you really want to pursue a career in it, everyone has a chance. Where like most games, it's kind of like you gotta know someone, or like you just gotta go through some dumb shit. You have to go through stupid stuff to get there.
Yeah. I think in general, like you were saying earlier with COD, like have like needing a rank system. I think
Mhm.
all games now are getting to the point where there's gonna be a split of population between people that want to play it for fun and play it casually, and then those people who want to take it to the next level of gameplay.
Mhm.
And I think like most games, obviously not single player games, most multiplayer games
Right.
need a rank system
Yeah.
and
Because
then some type of competitive like scene, like system, like way into that, like because if Warzone had a rank system, obviously the people coming from Warzone
Oh,
over to
man.
Apex see our rank system and they go back and they're like, man, Warzone needs a rank system.
Yep.
And from an Apex player's perspective, it's kind of like, damn, man, why do they come over here and want to steal stuff from us?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, it would be good for the health of like all multiplayer games for them to have some way into the competitive scene, like Apex does with not ranked, but the private lobbies.
Yeah.
It took them a while, but
I mean,
private
they
lobby
got to it.
accessibility to all platforms and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So stuff like that is just like I think it keeps the game alive for different player bases, like
Yeah,
different,
definitely. Because I mean,
different population of
if
players.
let's say Valorant. If Valorant dropped and Valorant didn't drop ranked, it would not be
Mhm.
where it is today, because it is slowly
Yeah.
growing more and more off pro play, and that is one big thing. You know, some people hate to admit it, but for multiplayer games, you do need that rank system, because that rank system is gonna bring in a bigger crowd than you'll think. It might not
Oh, yeah.
it might not beat the casual play, but like the small ranked crowd is gonna be playing your game a lot and streaming it and like
Yeah.
uploading. You're gonna see your game on YouTube, on Twitch, on whatever, on
It
TikTok.
adds so much definition to the game.
Yeah, because then you have people, you have pro players that will go into private lobbies as a team. I've done this before, and they figure out spots, and you figure out like, because I mean, you can go for Valorant, you can look up every agent, and there is a video to play your agent correct their abilities to like hit a Sova dart. Here, you look down at the ground. You bounce two on your dart and it goes across the map and you can see the other players. Like, it's just crazy
yeah.
shit that people figure out. And like,
And even to the most minuscule things, not to interrupt you, but even to the most minuscule things, like speaking of Valorant, like the amount of crosshairs that people come up with,
yeah,
and they're like, use this crosshair. This is the best crosshair for competitive play. This is the best crosshair to see your enemies and be able to shoot accurately. Like things like that, like
you're just
it's
doinking.
just people always are gonna want to be competitive. They're always gonna want to be the best at a game.
Yep.
And to push out a ranked thing like day one of a game,
Yeah.
people hop on that and they're like, I'm immediately hopping into rank because I want to be the best player on this game.
Yep. Because
Like, and if you can do it day one, then it's like, yeah, easy.
yeah, you have that. Yeah, you just have those, because you have those
It's just
people.
so much more incentive.
Most of the pro players from CS:GO were like, boom, gone. They're like,
Yeah.
like, and not even like, not like taking anyone's thing away from them, but players that were pro in CS:GO but that weren't doing so well, they are excelling in Valorant. Like, Tens is a good, Tens and Shazam. I think I'm saying his name right. I could be wrong. Forgive me if I'm wrong.
Shazam or Ten?
Both of them, or Shazams. Tens is easy. Shazam.
Yeah, Shazam.
Okay. Shazam had like, he was going from team, and now you see him on Sentinels just fucking dominating. And then Tens,
Yep.
he was on Cloud9. They had, ifs, ands, and buts. He like where he wasn't performing, and they, and now he's, look at him, like they're going crazy. And it's really like, and it was really, I think Valorant was actually a big blessing for FPS style and the way they do it, because it was fresh.
That
and it like,
that round system with buying economy and stuff like that, like
Yeah.
S&D type of gunfights.
Yeah, I think it was definitely good because we needed another one of that. Because I mean, we had
Yeah.
CS:GO, but CS:GO is very
CS:GO
toxic.
is it's so old too, and like it hasn't been refreshed. There's no refreshed version of it.
Nope.
But yeah, I think they did a really good job with Valorant.
Yeah.
And I think in games in general though, like not even just games that are like quote unquote a copy of another game or a refreshed version of another game.
Mhm.
Like if you put out a game and it starts to get popular and you already have a rank system, there's gonna be people, no matter what, if you can come from a COD background, a CS:GO background, you get into that game and you're like, I'm enjoying this and I want to be the best at it. So you just immediately grind like a ranked or competitive side of that game, and you just like it's so much easier when you have it immediately at your disposal. Because like so many more people are just gonna get into that game and just lock into it and be like, "Yep, I play this game now."
Yeah.
And it just keeps a player base, a dedicated player base, when you have a rank system that people can grind.
And definitely, that was one thing, bringing back the COD factor, that would upset me, is because I don't want to play, because most CODs release in like December, they'll release in like October-ish. They'll release in October, right? And then you have 2 months to play. And it's like in those 2 months, it's like, okay, I'm kind of tired of pubs. Like, I don't want to get a team for GBs because not everyone has a free schedule. Or not everyone wants to play GBs because GBs is GBs. And it's like you can't fucking solo queue in GBs, but I can solo queue in ranked. And that was the one thing. What was it? Black Ops 4. It took them so long to drop ranked, and it was like, bro, like, where is it at? Like, come on. And like they drop it in February, and for Modern Warfare, it's not even like Modern Warfare wasn't even ranked. It was just playlist. Like, you didn't get anything for winning, because Modern Warfare was like, we don't want to look into the ranked aspect. It was like, shut up. What do you mean you don't want your game to be competitive? It's COD, bro. COD alone is competitive, but we want ranked. And then, Cold War, I was like, if they don't got ranked off rip, I'm not going to play it for long. They didn't have it off rip, so I was like, well, I'm done. I just put it down, didn't touch it, and, here we are. Now Cold War's over. Everybody's going to worry about the new COD. So,
yeah,
that's just one thing. COD, you got to get it down, man. You got to have that ranked play ready to go, because nobody wants to play pubs all day. Except for the casuals and the snipers.
It really sucks for COD like that, because COD being a game that has had a huge competitive fan base, and that has had all of these different games, just year after year, for them to not finally get it together and be like, look, we need a ranked system.
Yeah.
For them to not have that sucks. Like, on the flip side of new games having a ranked system and being like super fresh. Like, games that have been with you since your childhood and you've played, like, every game.
Yep.
It's like, why do you still not have a rank system? Like,
yeah, it's
I'm trying to play ranked in Call of Duty and it's just not there.
Like, they'll have it, but they drop it so... Like, that's the thing, like, like, the game, most games, competitive games, depending on what it is, like, for COD only lasts, like, 6 months, maybe, right? Maybe, if it's good. Well, obviously, because the pro play, but, like, but, like... I'm not going to sit here and play pubs and GBs for 6 months. I want ranked, bro. If you throw ranked in there, I'm more likely to play GBs, because we'll be playing ranked, but all right, let's play a GB. Like, we'll play a pub to warm up, jump into ranked, and I'm having fun.
Yeah, COD pubs for hours a day, it just gets so repetitive and bland and boring. It's like, I can't just sit here and do the same thing, queue into a pub and queue into a pub. It's like I need some type of like level of difficulty or something that I'm striving for.
Yeah.
To actually make me continue playing. And I guess you can get that with camos, but it's not the same. It's not like grinding to a camo or like a weapon skin in general or any type of cosmetic. It's just not the same as like grinding for a rank.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Cause like, don't get me wrong. It's like, obviously, like, I think with Black Ops 4, I think what I did, I was like, well, until they drop ranked, I'll just grind for camos, and that's what I did. I got I got the camos, and then I was like, okay, where's ranked? I'm playing I'm playing GBs, I'm playing 4v4s, 3v3s, 5v5. Like, where is ranked? And it dropped, and then like it was an okay rank system. It was I don't even remember. It was like you had to like beat your roster. Like, you were in like your own little leaderboard with these certain people, and you had to like be the top to like keep going. And it was weird. Like, it was nice, but it was like, alright, this doesn't really, no, like, I don't want this. I just want it like to where if I lose a game, I go down. If I win a game, I go up and like climb into different, like, bronze, silver, gold, plat, diamond, stuff like that. Keep it like that, because then it's fun. But yeah,
you would think with all the rank systems that have been out, like, over several different games that some game would finally be like, all right, here's an actual polished, like, perfect rank system, or not, obviously not perfect, but the best that we've ever seen rank system.
I think Valorant almost has it. Besides some of the RR, because like I truly don't understand the RR. Like when we lose it, like why some games I can get 20 and some games I get like 15. That I don't understand, but like I'm sure if I looked it up and like looked into it, I would understand. But yeah, I think Valorant has the closest one to being actually almost polished.
That's good at least, because it's a newer game, so hopefully that means that the future of ranked systems kind of looks at like games like Valorant with a near perfect ranked system and goes, we need to base it kind of off that.
Yeah, and then back onto the Warzone topic, or devs destroying that one. I definitely I think like I would just have to say if the devs are ruining it, I would have to say for not having more anti-cheat stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
But
100%. I would say not. The way I would word it is not like purposefully ruining it.
Yeah.
Like not with the things that they're doing, but it's rather the things that they're not doing.
Yeah, because
not, like,
most of the times, like when you hear of a broken weapon or something, they're pretty quick on it because you don't hear it for long.
That's true. I will say the Rose skin went a long time with people saying that you couldn't even see it in the dark.
Yeah, that one, because that's just like Warzone, or that's just Modern Warfare lighting. Also, people needed it.
Yeah, true.
That's another reason. Like, it was just one of those games where it's like I can play it, but like the lighting's gonna get to me, and I'm just like, well, I can barely see anyone, so. Yeah, but definitely, yeah. So yeah, it's definitely a yes, but not on purpose.
Yeah.
And then, all right, let's. Oh, here we go. Fucking Apex Legends. I think we both have the same answer. Are devs ruining Apex Legends? On 3?
Definitely.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, wait.
1, 2, 3. Yes.
Definitely.
Yes, definitely. Yes. Y'all have.
100%.
Oh my god! Like it's so bad. It's so bad.
It's so good and it's so bad.
Yeah, it's so like, oh, I love this game, but I feel like punching a chair. Oh, I feel like lighting up my wall with my fist.
I think taking a step back, like there's probably a lot of people of a lot of different games who have dedicated their time into one game, and then they feel the same way that we feel about Apex.
Definitely.
Like I'm sure if you play Fortnite a lot, then you get to the point where you're like, oh, this is just going downhill.
Yep.
But I still love it, but it's going downhill.
I mean, and for Warzone for Nick Merckx and Tim the Tatman, because I mean, Tim the Tatman the other day was back on Warzone, and I was like, dang, you crazy boy.
Yeah. And then Nick has been grinding some Apex though, but Tim has hopped back on Warzone a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think he was feeling Apex.
Yeah.
Too much movement.
But I think, yeah, too much movement. I think Apex. I mean, it's crazy. Like, before I say that, it's crazy that Nick Merckx isn't. I mean, Tim isn't in love with Apex because it's the only game he can't die from fall damage.
That is true.
And that's like the one thing he's known for. Maybe he just wants to keep the trend going. Maybe he's like, if I don't have fall damage deaths, then who am I? I'm not Tim Tatman.
Like, I have no content. I'm out of here.
Maybe that's why he went back. But for Apex, I think just a lot of the things that happen in Apex is like, it's like overpowered things that just don't get fixed, or like things like audio that just never get addressed, or bugs that just don't get addressed. I mean, what happened the other day? We were playing ranked and it just like code netted me and disconnected me.
Yeah, and
it gave me like minus double the RP cost.
Yep.
It gave me minus 96. And then a 10-minute ban.
Yeah.
For the game, like
crashing.
For the game messing up.
Yeah,
and crashing.
It's nothing on your end that you can fix or prevent.
Yeah, it was literally nothing happened on my end.
And
it just
that's just another thing. I'm gonna add Splitgate here. A little spoiler for y'all. Splitgate only had 3 devs, and their shit when we played the beta was, to me, for a beta game, it was phenomenal. This is your beta version. This is phenomenal. But for Apex, it's like you have a team, you have, Respawn, you're building, you have a building with workers, and like, don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure working on video games is not easy. You know, because if it was, everyone would have their own video game. But it's like if you have the team, you have the facility, what is going on? And I think just like at that moment they need to talk to us players and like let us know, like instead of just saying we're working on it, like let us know what is happening, because it can't 100%. Be when you fix something 3 more problems pop up, because if that's the case, that means something like from what I've heard and read, it means like coding, like someone doing the coding is not there anymore, the person that did it originally. So they're bringing in like new coders, and they're like, oh, I don't know this, and they're trying to figure out or something.
Issues understanding what's going on,
because there's no way you put a new code in and it goes 100%, but yet there's like 3 errors, because I'm pretty sure it won't let you go without fixing everything and making sure everything can mesh together. I'm pretty sure. I could be totally wrong, but like it's just, and you know, it's really just like I really feel like they don't have what they say they have, and they're just keeping it on the low, and then just telling us like, oh, we're working on it, but really, because I mean, we're still waiting on cross plat.
Yeah,
or cross save, not just cross platform. Yeah, we're waiting. Yeah, we're waiting on that. It's like, where's that at? We're waiting on one thing we can both agree on: stop adding lava. All right, devs, if you stop adding lava in the maps, because I don't want to hear it while I'm trying to.
Not only that,
listen for footsteps.
So much visual clutter. It had so much visual clutter when I'm trying to shoot across this lava chasm with bubbles flying upwards.
And turn the sun down.
And then you're just mid gunfight and you get low health, and instead of winning a gunfight with 1 HP, which happens a lot, you step into lava and just die off of like 3 insta-ticks. But yeah, to backpedal a little bit, the craziest thing about that comparison you just made to Splitgate is that Splitgate had like 3 or 4 devs initially.
Yep.
Apex, the thing that they have been saying, the biggest excuse they have made for the longest time was that they have a small dev team.
Yeah.
Like, that's the biggest and craziest excuse, is that, oh, we have such a small dev team, we don't have a lot of people that can work on this, it's like, at this point, at this point you still have a super small dev team.
And and another thing that I've said while we've been playing, it's definitely and it sucks, but like I love lore. All right, in certain games I like a little lore. Nothing wrong with it. It's cool because you get to connect more to the legends you play, the characters you play, and it's interesting because if you're not feeling it that day, you can literally look up a YouTube video and someone explains the whole lore, and you're like, holy shit, I'm gonna forget about this tomorrow. But what a time that was! What a good 30 minutes that was.
Yeah.
But it's really just because like with Apex, they're like, we're in season 10 right now, everybody, and right now season 10. It started off nice, like every season does, because we're all idiots. We're all in, insanity for Apex. We're like, oh, season 10, starting off right, let's go! But then later
it starts off refreshing.
Yeah, refreshing.
It started off better than any season. It's usually a lot of bugs.
But later on, like as we go, it's like, oh, we are getting a lot of issues, and it's kind of just at this moment because they've said they're ready for season 27. But with all these bugs and these issues and no change to the ranked playlist, and this is from TSM Imperial Hal, the CEO, all right, of Apex.
The CEO.
I agree with, but it should be because I mean every rank system has this. You should be able to derank, and that would help out a lot.
Yeah.
And there should definitely be like how League has it. If you don't play for a while, you de-rank on your own because it's like
the decaying rank system. Yeah,
it's like if you're not, it makes sense because like you're just gonna get there and then quit. Like no, then you don't need to be here. You need to drop down. And because I feel like that'll definitely make more players care about what they're playing, care about how they're playing first, and
100%.
Make someone to play more. Cause then you'll have people like, oh fuck, like I need to get better, cause like you could derank and we can't just be throwing and like sending on every team because we hear one bullet, and
yeah,
definitely just like think about every legend Like, even when they approve a legend for Apex, they need to sit down and then rethink it and play test it. And when I mean play test it, they need to get at least 5 or they need to get 6 pro players, all right, 3v3 action, and see how that legend feels against other teams. That's what they need to do, because when they play test it, they're play testing on the casual side, and they're they're like, oh, this is gonna be so cool, because as soon as Seer dropped, I think that's the fastest needs a nerf tweets I've ever seen in my life.
Oh,
because with Valkyrie,
sure.
Valkyrie dropped and everyone was like, okay, Valkyrie's fine. Q's a little, but it's not like crazy.
Yeah.
To where that's
in pro play she's ass, because you can just like ult up and land on an out of bounds section and then just jump on a team.
Yeah.
But in terms of just in general playing against the Valkyrie is not like, oh my god, it's a Valkyrie. Just give up.
Yeah.
But against the Seer, it's like, especially pre-nerf, it was like, oh my god, it's the most annoying character, and they're just gonna send on us when they see that we have triple gray.
Yep. Because I mean, you get queued once, and it's kind of like I get a Bloodhound scan. It was scary, but like it's a Seer queue.
Yeah.
It flashed you, it damaged you, and it stopped you from or hitting shields, healing yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just
giving you that much of an advantage and that much intel in a fight is like,
it's like, damn, son.
It's crazy.
Are you one legend or are you the whole team? Like, what the hell?
For real.
So yeah, and I guess that's really just it with Apex, because I could. And another thing with Apex, it's just like I know that's it, but actually it's not it.
What? Wait, there's more.
The skins and stuff, I think for pro play they need to bunker down, they need to bunker down and actually like how I think if they do the League of Legends style, and I think Valorant should do this too, because they definitely can do it, because they have great graphic designers, and most Valorant camos are already amazing. There are plenty Valorant gun camos that are fucking sick as hell. Like everyone should do what League of Legends does at the final big event. Whoever wins should definitely get their skins, like their own skins in the game, because when ALGS was coming up, you had TSM graphic designers mocking up, skins of legends. You had, what is it, Gibby, Octane, and I think Wraith, and maybe there was another one. Yeah. Maybe there was another one, maybe not.
I think it was just 3.
Yeah, So, and those 3 players, those 3 legends had like TSM outfitted out, and like seeing that is like, what the like, oh my god, like if I'm a TSM fan, I am screaming TSM when ALGS turns on, and I'm in Howl and Snipes and Reps chats. Like I got all 3 streams up in the ALG, and I'm, let's go boys, let's go. Like, and because if they win, you get, and that's a good way, because like you get to purchase that. And it can, either go, some of it obviously has to go towards the team, the org, and then because how they did it with prize pool for the ALGS, you gave us skins, and it was like, you purchase these, the money goes towards the pros to build the prize pool up, and a lot of the casual players immediately were like, no, I don't want to help the pros, they shit on me, they shit talk me. Well, Bobby, like, are you listening, Bobby? Do you see the difference on why they get angry when you say Caustic should be buffed? Like, are you understanding? When you're like, oh, I can't rev, I can't rev win anymore. I can't, solo push a team and win just off Revenant ult. Like, you gotta understand, dude. You're an idiot talking sometimes. Like, you can call me a dickhead, but like, it just doesn't make sense what you're trying to say, what you're trying to implement, and because you won't buy the skins. Now, I'll say this: the skins were not that good. Okay, I can agree there. I looked at them, I was like, not for me. All right, I can agree with you there. But if they have it to where the store is a little bit bigger, and maybe like, and that's the thing, because here, hold on. The store's a little bit bigger, and let's start out with gun camos first. All right. Or we'll start with a gun charm. All right, and you have all the teams that are in ALGS, right, that are going to compete the next day.
Yeah.
All the gun charms are lined up on the store, right? And you can buy the charm that has your team. We'll start with that one. You can buy the charm. And then whoever wins, we'll use TSM as an example. Say TSM wins. Alright, whatever 3 legends they played, the last game to win are the 3 legends that get the skin, right? They get the TSM skin. And then, to make it even cooler, what were their loadouts? Those guns get the TSM skins.
And obviously that would be a lot of work, but...
But it would be a lot of work, but it would pay off because, like, it goes toward... Like, because you would have people buying it, because there's a fuck ton of TSM fans, and Hal alone has, like, I honestly don't know, like, 20K or more watching him all the time.
Yeah, he has a lot.
Like, that's a lot of people that are fans of him or just haters, but they're like we could just start off with the gun charms and the legend skins, but just that like who wouldn't want that, bro? Like, who wouldn't want to rock their org gun charm? Like, that would be so sick, because like if I'm a player for CLG, TSM, NRG, like I want to, like, that would be so dope, bro. I'm rocking my org in game.
Yeah,
instead of just saying I'm part of this org.
To see other people. See other people rocking your org stuff, I'd be like, oh my god, I'm so proud to represent this org.
Yeah.
Like, just to see them in game with that skin. And Siege does it really well with org skins and stuff like that.
Oh really?
But yeah, they do the same. They do have weapon charms, and then I don't know if they have weapon skins. I know they have like operator outfits, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I may be mistaken. But they do that really well.
Cause I mean,
and I think Apex could pull it off.
I mean,
they would just
first
have
things
like,
first, they could.
Skins
Yeah, I mean, they could just
on.
definitely just do weapon charms first, though, because that would be easy. Because like,
that would be super easy.
Because I mean, most of the orgs are circle orgs, like their logo.
Yeah.
So you would just be a circle and then TSM. Boom! It's a weapon charm. And just putting that, like, that would really bring, I feel like, a lot of people together in to watch the pro play, to watch, like, because who wouldn't want to rock, and then up and coming players who want to go to that org, who want to play for that org, they're gonna want to rock that charm, because they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm manifesting this. So like, it's definitely
up and coming players that want to go into ALGS and they have like a very small org or something, and that incentivizes you so much more to win. Like, imagine your own small org and you just get your org gets your own charm.
Yeah, that
would be insane.
Like, dude, say they put the Pop-Tarts and Cheez-Its weapon charms in, I'm buying those immediately. I don't care.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like, that's heat.
Team Pop-Tarts or Team Cheez-Its.
Yeah, I'm going, bro. You getting destroyed.
I didn't watch you guys much, but
you're getting destroyed with my Cheez-It on my weapon charm. Like, that would just be instead of like the stuff they gave us, because they gave us you're the champion weapon charm. No one's rocking that big long ass weapon charm. I'm sorry. Like,
I rock it, but
anyways, this kid is weird. That shit is just too much. And I think the only thing that I liked was the hollow spray, the Let's Go hollow spray, because it's heat. It looks heat when you throw it on the ground. But then they gave us a ugly ass alternator skin, ugly ass I think Octane skin too. I could be wrong.
I think they did.
And it was a bang skin too, and a bang skin. And it was like, bro, these are trash, man. It's ALGS, bro. This is the final like pro play event, and you give me this? Like, come on, guys, we gotta do better.
I think the main problem they have is with all these casual players. Like, even though, like you said, there are a ton of people watching just even Howl alone, I think that the devs are afraid that if they push it, like if they work hard on these skins, these org skins, and push them out, then there's not going to be a lot of people that buy them, because the casual player base, like they did with the previous LGS skins, even though these are org oriented and they're going to actually look fire, I think those casual players are just going to look at that and go, nope, I'm still not supporting the pro players. Still not doing that.
That's definitely a good one, but there was a decent amount. I'm not trying to knock what you're saying down, because no, that is definitely a good ass point. 100%. Because casual players are it's whatever, man. Just weirdos sometimes. Like, no disrespect to y'all, but some of y'all are cool. Some of y'all, like, you might need to see a doctor, bro, because you got to figure it out. Like, but But yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like definitely, like that's why I think gun charms or weapon charms would definitely be the first thing you put out
Yeah,
before, because like how
just
you said,
ease
like
into
yeah,
it.
because like how you said the skins might be hard. It's like okay, yeah, let's do weapon charms, because that catches the eye. But there's actually a decent amount of people
Mhm.
that bought the skins that were for putting more money into the pool. There was
Oh
actually
yeah.
people that are like, some people were like, I don't really care for pro play, but I like the skin, and I mean, who cares, right? I'm buying it. And then there was people that are like, I'm buying all these skins to support the pro players, and it's like, fuck yeah, dude, like you're dope
Mhm.
for that.
100%.
Yeah, and it's like, I think there were certain pro players, I can't remember the names, but I think certain pro players bought certain skins because they were like, well, I mean, I'm a pro player, this is for us, so why not, Like, and
Yeah.
it gives you more insensitive, or it gives you more meaning to like go harder because you're like, oh yeah, I put money in, I'm trying to get the money back,
Yeah, definitely.
and it's just like, because I mean, I really believe like if pro players like trophies are nice, right? Trophies are amazing. That's what you win for. You're playing for the trophy, most players, because you're less worried about the money. You want to hold that trophy up at the end.
Oh yeah. I want
But
to have
I
that trophy on my shelf.
that's what I'm saying, bro. And it definitely would hit you even more. It's like I win a trophy, and now the legend I ran in the final game, the game to win with my team, our legends have our own custom skins. Like that's in fucking insane.
Oh
Like
yeah,
if you're a pro,
100%. I
like
agree.
all pro players are literally sitting straight up, locking in, and nothing else matters because they're just like, this is like I get to be in this game if I fucking win this. Everyone's going to try their
Mhm.
hardest, and I definitely think like that would make everyone think 200%. They would use their brain 200%, and they would slow it down and
Oh, I
not
hope so.
grief and throw as much as they do sometimes.
If
Like,
I know if I got a race skin, a personalized, customized race skin for me,
mm-hmm.
I would not lose a gunfight.
That's
I would
yeah.
not lose a single gunfight throughout the tourney. I'd be like, I don't care, dude. I don't care what's happening around me. I don't care if my teammates are even getting shit on. I am not losing it. I'm just
I'm out
locked
here.
into
I'm out
killing
here
everyone in that game.
thriving and winning.
Yep.
Yeah, but if and that's just another thing with Apex devs. Like they gotta get something going. They gotta give us more stuff instead of just recycling the shop. Don't get me wrong. I like getting some of the skins that I couldn't have got back then because I didn't play Apex back then a lot, so I missed out on those skins. Like I like getting it, but it's like we do need something refreshed, and we do need help fixing the bugs and getting stuff to where this game can just
Yeah.
be immaculate.
I think the biggest problem in general is just communication. If they actually told us, like, 'cause this is, I mean, you started off by saying this about Apex, but
Hmm.
if literally they just go on Twitter, go on whatever social medias that people are like following them on, they just tell us like, hey, we're working on new skins, don't worry about it. We're working on bug fixes, don't worry about it. Or we can't work on this at this time because we have bigger issues that we're working on that are just
Mhm.
behind the scenes. Like stuff like that, I'll be like, okay, respect.
And
Now I'm
and
gonna go
another
play the
thing,
game and get mad, but hey,
yeah,
at least I know
yeah,
you're working.
yeah. Sorry to interrupt you. And like I get it. Like we say devs, but we
Mhm.
know they're human beings. Like we know
Oh yeah,
humans
of course.
have a consent. Like there's a moment to where like work is like, okay, like I need to live life, and that's 100% understandable. It's just like we just want a little bit of communication, cause like what is it like they'll tweet like, oh, we're back from like a week vacation, and it's like no wonder the game's
Yeah.
on fire. Like
Like, take your vacation, take your days off.
enjoy your
Obviously,
vacation.
overworking your employees is not the
No,
move.
definitely not. But then it's like
Making them work
sometimes
24/7 is
yeah,
not the way to go. But
it's like then we need to hire more people because then it's like if Hideouts goes on vacation, we're screwed. Everyone is screwed.
yeah,
But now they have two more
thankfully,
people.
yeah, they just added 2 people to the
The
to
band,
the band hammer
yeah.
community.
And it's like let's
Be able to throw
go.
down the bands.
Like yes, let's go. We needed that. But it's like what took so long? Low key,
Yeah,
And
it's like even
nothing
stuff
to
like that.
disrespect
Like if they just
Hideouts.
posted more, yeah, if they just posted more about like, hey, we're hiring people, we're looking for people to do
Mhm.
these jobs. But I rarely ever see that.
Nope.
I rarely ever see like we're looking for people to work on these bugs. We're looking for people to work on this stuff because we don't have enough people.
Yeah, trust me. If
Just
I
like
had the
just
coding
a lack of
background already,
communication.
I'd be like, yo, put me in there. Let's fix this shit.
Yeah,
Let's go. But
run it
yeah,
up, man. Gotta get Apex going.
for real. But yeah. So to end the Apex, yeah, yes, the devs are ruining right now, and
Yes,
hopefully
sadly.
something can turn around. And it, hopefully we come back to the next episode and we're like, Apex is fixed. Let's go. Hopefully. But as of right now, no, they're ruining it. They're not. It doesn't seem like they're really trying to help it as much as they could be. All right, and for the final game, Splitgate.
Splitgate, the only game
That has
to have started with 3 or 4 devs and has a definite yes.
Yep, definite yes. They are working their hardest.
Wait.
Definite no.
Wait,
Definite no.
No, definite no. The question
They're not
was,
ruining it.
are the devs ruining it?
Definite no.
Definite no. Sorry, that was weird. That was
Imagine the Splitgate devs are watching. They're rubbing their hands like, yeah. They hear yes. They're like, okay, instant dislike. Get the fuck out.
No, but they are definitely not ruining it. That game,
Nope. Oh man.
to have 3 or 4 devs off rip and to be what it is, and obviously you can shit talk it all you want and say like it's a clone of Halo, but just added portals and it's not original, whatever.
I don't give a
But
damn.
to
That shit
have-
hits.
Yeah, it's
I'm a Halo
to
player
have that
too.
small of a development team, and then first of all, to have that small of a development team and accomplish what they accomplished, like
Mhm.
first day, is crazy. But then on top of that, to have people invest so much into them, like
So
you
much.
know it has to be good.
The guns, fire. The looks, fire. The outfits, fire. The
Yeah,
maps.
the game modes.
Oh yeah, the game modes. The maps are decent for me. I haven't played on all of them. I know there's a bunch, but from the ones I played on, they're pretty fun. And
Yeah.
just sorry to interrupt you,
And
but
I'm
yeah.
sure, like,
Whew.
no, you're good. I'm sure all this stuff will get polished up too and be even better.
Yeah. And then like the way they talk to people too, they're really responsive. Like they get it out quick. They're like their Discord, they were talking. The dude one of the devs on TikTok, people would ask him questions and he'd be like, "No. Like why would we add that?"
Yeah.
And it was funny, like and he was like being honest, but it was like this is what we need from devs. Like you need to be able to take jokes, not get
Yep.
not have someone say one thing to you on Twitter and then immediately block them. Like calm down, all right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay.
No,
It's the
they're-
internet.
They're very open and they're very honest about what's happening, and they're very funny with it too.
Mm-hmm.
When people like they have a thing in their game, I think I may have sent it to you, but it was like jump down here to go to the battle royale,
Yeah.
and it's just a pit in the ground that
Yeah,
just
it's
heals you.
dead,
like
yeah.
they have so many jokes, and then
That
they
was
have
so
a
good.
game mode called Teabag Confirmed, where it's just kill
Yeah.
confirmed, but you have to teabag your opponent. Like,
And the teabag counter on your stats
Yeah.
alone, like that's hilarious, and that's really good because I think that's definitely what a new FPS needed. And they have pro play apparently already. That me and you looked that up. We were
Yeah.
like, what the heck?
yep, they have pro
That's
players and stuff.
crazy.
They had a rank system right away.
Yep, right
They
away.
added- and now they have 2v2 ranked as well. They added that like
I'm listening.
right after release. Hey man,
Hey.
but yeah, so
Splitgate
it was
screaming.
because I think it was 3v3 ranked initially. Or
Yeah. It was 3v3.
ranked. And then now they have 2v2 ranked. Like they're just on top of it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like
And-
no other dev team, no other game that I've seen
And it
has been this
definitely
on top of it.
the
out of
way they
gate.
dropped it, I'm not gonna lie, it definitely felt like 3 dudes were like, "Hey, we got some knowledge in making shit, and we know what we
Yeah.
want in a video game. We know what we want," and they just like put it in. 3 or 4 dudes. Sorry, I don't know how many devs there were, but like those guys or girls, that group put in work, and like it's a fun game. Playing it, I was like, "Damn, this shit is hitting." I'm enjoying it. I'm smiling right now. Brendan's smiling right now, and like, it definitely gave me the feel of Halo. Because when I first played, I was like, "Oh, it's a little knockoff of Halo," and then I kept playing. I was like, "Yeah, but this is This is
It's like
good.
it does do its own thing. It does do
Yeah.
something different for you than just a
The
normal Halo game
portals.
would.
Yeah, like if you watch one
Yeah.
of the devs play with the portals, like, oh god damn, son, you're a pro player? Like, whoa.
It's like, whoa, you made this game? I can tell.
It's like,
You actually
hey,
know how to play it. That's crazy.
you going killing people left and right. I'm like, oh, okay, baby, okay.
You know what the wildest part thinking about it now is?
What?
Splitgate initially, like it's hard to even remember now, but they had a like early stages of release where it was like, oh, this is like weird Halo Portal game,
Yeah.
and that was like way before we knew about it for real.
Oh.
But I
Oh,
remember
shit.
seeing that stuff. I remember seeing that stuff and being like, this is a weird game, but it's like a cool like idea. Cause then when like it first came out, I texted you, and this was before. This was like when it first came out for us to actually play,
Yeah.
and it was not popular yet at all. And I texted you, and I was like, "Oh, this Halo Portal game is free, and it's out now finally."
And I heard Halo.
Because I remember seeing all that.
When
like,
when I read Halo, I was like, all right, I'm in. That's all he needed to
Yeah.
tell me. I was like, I genuinely miss playing Halo games. So I was like, all right, shit.
Yeah, I think
FPS,
the exact
Halo,
message I
lookalike.
joked and just said, I just said Halo is on PlayStation now.
Yeah, you did. And I was like,
You
what
were
the
like,
fuck?
what?
I was like, yo, I got so hyped. And then playing, I was like, I'm still hyped, but like a little sad. But let's go.
Yeah, but I mean, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy that like it was one of those games where you hop on before the train of like people going crazy over it,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just gains so much popularity and takes off. And now
Yeah.
they're like building a massive dev team, and they have all this money to go into it and stuff.
Yeah, Splitgate. I think
It's
Splitgate
just
can
really
only
good.
go up from here.
Yeah.
What they're doing is actually phenomenal, and shout out to those devs for putting in work, and not to take, because I know some of y'all are like they're just kind of shit talking on devs. Not to take away all the devs
Yeah,
from
no,
all these
there's
games have
phenomenal
worked
devs.
hard. They've all worked hard. They've all put their time in, but it just sometimes it gets lost, and
Yep.
lost in the world where it's like, hey, us gamers want to know what's happening to the game you made us fall in love with, and it's like you just gotta ask yourself, like, why are these people mad at me? What, like, because all
Yeah.
we want is someone to listen to and to try to make sure our game that we love spending our free time on is working and is enjoyable still. And that is like the main reason. So any dev, like, all we do is get attacked. Like, some of these people are genuine assholes, and I understand that, and they are going to attack you no matter what you do. For the people,
Oh yeah.
for the people just asking for communication, the gamers that just want comms, and just like the pros that just want like to know like why was this decision made. It's not that, like, it can't be that hard to like help us understand from your point of view, so we can all get on a mutual ground instead of just blocking players on Twitter or saying harsh stuff about players and their integrity and their mindset and just how like we think. Because if you're a dev and
Yeah,
you
it's
attack a
crazy.
player, that doesn't make you look like the good guy at all, unless that player
Yeah, no,
says something
it just
obnoxious.
really tarnishes your character
Yeah, and
to go crazy like that.
yeah, so just like we want nothing but success for devs. I want nothing but for devs to accept all the awards and get rich from us playing their good game. But just make it good, man. Fix it.
Yeah.
That's it. Just make it make it playable.
Yeah. I think the problem with these bigger companies that have gone downhill with their games, like Epic especially,
Mhm.
they've just gotten so much money and it's just gone to their head, and they got really, really corporate.
Yep.
And it's just like, what do we need to do to bring in more money? And that's
Yeah.
like all that is on their mind. Because when that money train starts rolling, it's like, say, all right, we need to keep this thing going.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we need to keep big balling, and then sometimes the big
Yep.
balling messes it up. Watch a couple
Yeah.
movies, people. You'll understand.
Bro, I don't want to get on this topic and go in depth with it because we've been going for like an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But speaking of Epic and Fortnite, I don't know if you saw any of this, but the Epic versus Apple lawsuit
Mhm.
was crazy. It was
Wasn't-
actually insane.
Wasn't that like that was like a lot of people thought it was dumb or something, right? It was that video of like, oh man, Epic made a video of it, of their Fortnite characters, of like someone throwing a pickaxe at this screen.
Oh, I don't know about that.
trying to think, but like, why was it crazy?
Because so like the reason it happened, just to give you some context, is that Epic was like, so Epic has like their whole V-Bucks thing, and like obviously they have their transactions and stuff, and they wanted people to be able to buy V-Bucks just through the Epic like store, through their own thing.
Right.
But when you have a mobile game on the Apple App Store,
oh yeah, and Apple didn't want that to happen. Yeah.
Yeah, the in-game purchases go through Apple, and Apple takes a cut, a 30% cut, I believe. And
Epic didn't
Apple
want
was
them
like,
to get the cut.
Yeah, Epic didn't want them to take the 30% cut, even though they're like fucking loaded with money.
Yeah.
They didn't want them to take a cut, and Apple doesn't allow you to do like third-party transactions through your own thing without like them knowing. But what Epic did was they did a secret update to their game that would like launch later on, and then when it launched, it would allow you to buy things through their store without like going through Apple. Yeah,
that's
so
crazy.
They basically breached terms of service with Apple's
contract.
contract.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I do remember that. I do remember all that stuff happening.
So that's how it started. But then to go back into the topic of how, like I was saying, and they get very corporate when they get that money. They get so much money. Seeing the emails, the private emails come out that had been sent from Epic to Apple and vice versa. The
Insane.
Epic emails were so like, we are Epic and we don't care.
Wow.
Like we have this money and this is what's gonna happen. Like it was the most mind blowing thing in a court case like that was brought up I've ever seen. Epic was like, they were basically like, look, we're gonna do this one way or another, and then and Epic and PlayStation, I think they also brought up PlayStation emails with Epic because it was like to show like, I don't know how they communicated with other companies, I guess, but it was on the topic of when PlayStation back in the day didn't want like cross-platform stuff because like Fortnite was trying to push that, and PlayStation was like, it's just not really what we're looking into right now. It's not like a thing for us that we really want to strive towards. So Epic responded, and their email was something like, listen, this is going to be better for both parties involved. This is going to be better for me or for us and you, and basically we're going to do whatever it takes to make this happen.
Yeah.
And blah blah blah, and like there was something, dude. They even like made a vague, like almost threat to one of the companies, where it was like, it was basically this contract they have with them or something. He was like, oh, by the way, just so you know that your contract is going to expire in September. And it was basically like them threatening vaguely, because they can't obviously fully threaten them, but it was them like alluding to the fact that like, if you don't make the decision that we want you to make, then we're going to not renew your contract with us. Like, it was some stuff that was like, we don't care, we are Epic Games, and like, we have money, and you're gonna do what we say. It was wild, dude. But like, companies that go like that route and just get that into themselves and thinking that they're like gonna be on top of the game forever, that is just not healthy for the gaming community at all.
Definitely not, bro.
Yeah, that's like the most extreme case that I've ever heard of.
That's crazy.
But, and Apple has so much money, but Epic is just talking to them like yeah, but look, we know we could buy you out, and Apple's like, absolutely not, you could not.
Just like, no.
Apple's like, what are you smoking?
It's not how it goes down here, little buddy. You got $50 in your wallet. Calm down. You think just because you can pay for the tab, you think you big balling? No.
Such a weird case, but
yeah, that's crazy.
So
it's funny. Sorry I made you go into it, even though you said you didn't want to go into it, but you know, that nice little something for y'all at the end.
It was just very interesting to me. So.
Yeah, that's actually super. I might have to look up the emails. I want to see what they said, bro.
Yeah, it's actually some crazy stuff.
Yeah, but I guess anyways, everybody, that's gonna be the end for the Quit Playing Podcast, episode 7. And just a little something at the end. This wasn't planned. This just reminded me. September is Suicide Awareness Month, and remember, guys and girls, that we play a lot of video games and we do get lost in emotions, and sometimes when we get off, our our mentals are pretty heavy. But just remember, this is a safe place. You guys can do this. All right. So there's no reason to do anything crazy. You do matter. All right, and we're gonna get through this one day at a time. So just remember that.
Yep. Always reach out to someone.
Definitely.
If you're having thoughts.
Always. Let them know.
There's always someone to talk to.
Don't be scared. Let them know, man. But
yep.
It's been real. It's been actually a decent amount of time.
Yeah, almost. A long time. We'll just say that.
It's definitely been a long, because my fan has not been on this whole time, and I'm sweating. So I'm gonna sign off. It's been real. Your boy Clay, Brensky. We're back. Episode 8. Who knows? You might have to wait another year. You know. Figure it out. Anyways, signing off. Peace.
Peace.